Tonight on the North American Friends Movie Club.
A baking competition.
A budding romance.
And it's also at Christmas.
We watched the 2018 made-for-TV holiday movie, Christmas Cupcakes.
So throw on a festive apron.
And gnaw on the leg of a super hard gingerbread man. Because we're the Santas of Christmas movies, and this podcast is your gift.
This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club, and you might notice something about the name of this show. And that's Friends comes before podcast and movie club, both of them. I've only done this 80 times. I don't know why you think I have it right. And that means I got asked by two special friends. How we doing?
I'm doing really good. My beard is at a really good length right now.
It looked good.
Yeah, it's not scraggly, but it's long enough where it's not like pretentious, like stubble beard. Yeah. It's really good. I like it at this moment. But then what's going to happen is I'm going to start trimming it to make it keep it like this, and then I'm going to look like
gonna cut a groove.
Like I'll be like a rat that's in testing trials.
Yeah,
like I'm patchy and things are different lengths and falling out. I'm going to look bad.
Do you use scissors? How do you trim it?
I have a trimmer, but I can't never do it.
Why?
Because
it's hard. It's hard because it's in the mirror.
Yeah, and
so everything's
reversed.
Backwards.
Up is down. It's like flying a fighter jet. Up is down, down is up, left and right. I don't know where the horizon's at half the time.
Why don't you go to a place to do it? Like have someone else do it?
Well, I did that with the British barber.
Yeah,
but
he lined you up.
Yeah, but I didn't like what he did with my lip.
Well, you can tell them how to do it.
Yeah, I will. Maybe for Christmas.
I'll do that for
this
Christmas.
Year.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I want
because you feel handsome, right? It feels good to feel handsome.
I don't know if I feel handsome.
Oh, okay,
but you might feel more put together. Can we say more put together?
I'll feel less like a rat in testing trials.
Okay, less like a rat.
You're the head rat in the testing trial.
That's right. Me and Scott are fighting.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, he's
bound to happen.
Yeah, I told him he's cranky because he's busy at school and work, and he's dating a woman, and he doesn't have time for anything, and he's had to skip Thanksgiving, he said. To concentrate on school.
You can't be skipping Thanksgiving to concentrate on school.
And I said, no, that's stupid. And I said, he's like, there's no Thanksgiving here. And I'm like, yes, there is. And he's like, no, I'm not eating anything. I'm getting Domino's. And I said, no, you can't do that. I said, everyone's going to his aunt's house. And he said that he's not going because he's too busy. And I said that his ass is getting a plate made for him. And he denies that. He says that he's not getting a plate made. And I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I asked for his brother's phone number. Text his brother, and he won't give me his brother's number. And he says his brother was going to his wife's for Thanksgiving, so he wouldn't know anyway. And I said, I just want to text. And then I asked for his father's number, and he said no. And he's just being a real Grinch about it. And he's taking it out on me. And I've been.
You're just trying to be his friend, and he's not letting you.
I just don't believe him. I think he had Thanksgiving food. And the fact that I can't prove it is driving me insane. And he kept on saying, why do you want my brother's number? And I said, because those who control the information control the narrative. And that's been the main sticking point. And I can't.
That's a very good point.
Then he was going on a date the other night. And I said, what restaurant are you going to? And he wouldn't tell me the restaurant because he thinks I'm going to call the restaurant.
He doesn't trust you.
No, he thinks I'm going to call the restaurant and get a fucked up dessert delivered to his table, like dipshit pie or something. And I'm like, I wouldn't do that.
You're just trying to help him seal the meal.
I'm seeing exactly. Yeah,
seal the meal.
He can't. I can't be the seal the meal guy only when he wants. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to seal the meal. I want to seal the meal.
It's a lifestyle.
So he won't give me the He won't tell me anything where he goes on his dates. He thinks because he got a watermelon margarita on a date with her.
No, he did not.
He did. He's fucked.
That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's going to hate this.
Don't listen to either of them, Scott. That's fine.
When he sees something like a flavor, a new like limited flavor, like when it comes to chips or something fucked up, he has to get it. He can't pass by it.
Yeah, come on. When I go to America, all I want to do is try all the different kinds of pops. I get so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And that's fine. And I like that about him. But he saw a watermelon margarita on the menu, and he got it. And I made fun of him about it because a watermelon. Yeah. So now every time
I bet it was delicious. I bet it was amazing.
He said it was. And he got some kind of fucked up mango pineapple salsa too, which I made fun of him about.
I don't like that.
Mango.
Now I'm off. Now I'm out.
Now
you can have pineapple or mango. You can't have both. Otherwise, you're just eating fruit salad.
He's going to get mad. Because it's either a mango salsa or a pineapple salsa, and I never know which one, so I just say mango pineapple.
Here's the secret from my perspective, at least.
It was probably mango.
Either one of those shouldn't be in my salsa, personally.
I've had a mango salsa that was very good. Now, it was not all mango.
And it wasn't as good as a normal salsa.
Can I say something in your defense, Brent?
Yeah.
So you are a very good friend, and I feel like Scott is holding you back because you, about a decade ago, no, it was 8 years ago, a tree fell on my house, and I was so stressed out, and you sent a pizza to where Andrew and I and Juliet were staying the night that night.
Yeah.
And it was a very kind gesture, and it made me feel cared about, and it made me like you as a friend more. It was so nice. And Scott is missing out on feeling good. That's what I have to say.
I keep saying that I'm a good person and I'm good. That's what I say to him all the time. This fight piggybacked off a fight we had about Cradle Cap. We were talking about Cradle Cap, and he said he never had it. And I said, you wouldn't
How would
know.
he know?
That's exactly what I said, Kate. You took the words out of my mouth. Thank you. I said, how would you know? He's like, because his exact words to me were, it would have been brought up. And I said, no, that's not something you bring up. He's like, no, I would have known that I had Cradle Cap. And then I got mad. And I said, well,
give me your dad's number.
Well, this wait. And I said, well, I didn't have it either. And he said, you probably did. And I said, I didn't. He's like, you're saying that because I said I didn't have Cradle Cap. And I said, well, I just don't think I had it because, like you said, it never got brought up. Then he said, you definitely had Cradle Cap from your generation or something like that. And I took the offense. So I texted my mother and father and I asked them if I had Cradle Cap. And
they were like, oh, yeah, all the time.
My dad's exact words, what kind of fucking question is that? It's 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, yeah, I know that.
It's 3:30 a.m., Brent.
I said, did I have Cradle? So I didn't. I confirmed that I didn't have Cradle Cap. And then my parents, this is how I know my parents are ride or die and have my back. Because they confirmed I didn't have Cradle Cap. Then they messaged me back a half hour later and said, wait. Because I told them this was because of an argument with somebody. And I needed proof. And they text me back and said, wait, did you want us to say that you had Cradle Cap? And I said, no. I was like, no, I'm not pulling off a Cradle Cap scheme. Yeah. Like, this is not a scam where I'm trying to like get health insurance for Cradle Cap. And so we had a fight about Cradle Cap. And then he told me that when he was an hour old, he did a push-up.
Oh my God.
And I didn't believe him. And then he texted his dad and asked if he did. Got a little excited there.
Got excited.
I said, you didn't do a push-up when you were an hour old. It's impossible. And then he texted his dad and asked, did I do a push-up? And his dad said, yes. They wheeled you in the bassinet. Me and your mother started talking. And you were on your stomach and you did a full push-up. And I said, knees? And he said, no knees. And I said, no. That's
toes. Yeah. On the toes.
He's on the toes. Hour old, he did a push-up, he said.
On
an
the
hour
toes.
fucking old. And then he said he threw a bottle 50 feet with no milk in it. And I was like, no, that's not true.
Not true.
And then his father confirmed it through text. I saw the screenshots.
Well, we know parents are not reliable sources. He might have thrown it and it rolled 50.
on a downhill cement.
Right.
So I told Melissa that Scott he said he did a push-up an hour old, and Melissa said that's a sign of a neurological disorder, and that put an end to that fight. I said I compare it to when Tua gets a concussion and he does that fingers things, the staging.
Oh, yeah.
I said that's what you did in your bassinet, and they played it off as a push-up. I said it just probably wasn't studied yet. And
you got his ass.
Yeah, I did. So Melissa came through in the clutch, said he had a neurological disorder.
Yeah, your wife has your back. Your parents have your back. You got a whole
totally
team.
Won.
This is
So that's been my 6 days wrapped up, basically. Cradle cap and fighting about fucking Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, that was quite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I do owe apology to the 37 Spanish Angels. That in every July with the conversation that you guys take Thanksgiving too seriously, and it's too late in the year, and you guys take a week off for Thanksgiving, and it's ridiculous. And I'm secretly just jealous that you guys celebrated so hard. And
yeah, they do it way harder than us.
So
they're so much more thankful.
Yeah, so I always have to apologize the day after Thanksgiving for giving them shit.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm not a part of that group, but I will receive that as an American.
You're it is different tier than the Spanish Angels.
Oh. A higher tier. Hopefully I'm above the Angels.
It's a sliding scale.
What does that mean?
A sliding scale?
Yeah. It means it moves around.
It goes up and down. Like sometimes she's higher, sometimes she's lower.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
I am doing well. I tied on some holiday cheer last night.
See?
As you two know, because I asked you, I was like, if you guys wanted to start sending shirtless pics, and that's how you know that. Because Nate so rarely sends any selfie, and it felt like what did I compare it to? I don't even remember.
For context, the picture that Nate sent, he was the most bundled up a man could be bundled up. Yeah,
it was -20, and I was walking
a winter
outside.
hat on, huge headphones, a big jacket that's bundled up to his nose. Kate's like, well, wait, I know we're doing this.
Well, no, because we were talking about snow, and I was saying that you guys take it for granted because you get it. You have so much snow.
That's how I knew you were out celebrating when you said that we take snow for granted.
I went to a bar by myself. I know that sounds just depressing, but I actually had a wonderful time because my favorite bar has a screen that just plays trains. It's like you're the I don't know, man, and I can just sit there and watch it.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm riding around Europe and Siberia.
You went on a trip. You went on vacation.
I went on a trip, and I was by myself, surrounded by all these people with their friends and family, and I was just a weirdo.
Did you have some snacks? Do you have some bar snacks?
No, because I had eaten so much that day.
Okay, because of Thanksgiving foods.
Yeah, but a group of friends had brought their whole Thanksgiving meal to the bar, and I sat next to a lady who I was so proud of myself. I set a boundary as a therapist because I go to get a beer. I only had 2 drinks there, and I got a beer. And the girl next to me said, I was like, happy Thanksgiving. Or we talked about the bar, and she told me that she goes to that bar. It's Dodson's in Waldo, if anybody cares. She goes to that bar 4 times a week. And I immediately go, oh, so you have a drinking problem. Like
4 times is too many times.
And she said, and I was obviously joking. And she said, well, my dad did die a couple months ago or several months ago. And so then I immediately feel myself wanting to slip into being a therapist. Mm-hmm. And I looked at her and I was like, I am so sorry. I am a therapist and I can't talk to you because I will talk to you for 20 minutes and I'm trying to enjoy myself by myself.
You wanted to watch the trains and be romantic about snow.
I wanted to watch the train. Yes. So anyway, I was proud of myself for saying that because that was hard. And I think I could have hurt her feelings.
Well, you do that sometimes. I mean, Nate went to go do something a couple episodes ago while we were recording. And within 10 minutes, I was telling you why I have to do chores to earn relaxation time. I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah. You see, you get it. So I can very easily just slip into being a therapist. And I work really hard on it with my family. Like, now that I've been doing this job for 15 years, like I really try not to do it, but it just happens sometimes. You know what I mean? And so I have to be real careful about it. I gotta keep my sword sheathed. You know?
Ooh, Nate likes that.
Yeah. You want to know why that's extra funny? Is because as Kate was saying that in my head, I was thinking like it's like a blacksmith who retires and he still wants to make swords. And then Kate said, I got to keep my sword sheathed. And I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
She's so good at this.
Damn.
And Nate, have you been like uber anxious about this episode?
I was like, when the thought of it was horrifying. Truly. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be rough. And then I watched the movie and I was like, oh yeah, no, there's good fun stuff to talk about here. This will be fine.
Yes. Okay, good.
Do you have anything you want to add to how you're doing section, Nate, before we get into what we picked?
I don't think I have anything. The only thing that's happened here is that it got extremely cold. And so now we're all dealing with, boot update. I was told you guys I'm going to buy some expensive boots. Here we go. I'm going to go do it. And then I went to the store to buy expensive boots, all the expensive boots. None of them is pleasing me. None of them catching my eye. I'm like, this is hopeless. Then I'm walking out. It's a Black Friday sale. I see this box of boots. $129 usually on sale. 70% off.
What?
$40 boots. I put those things on last night in -20. I hiked an hour and a half outside. Toes as warm as a Sahara desert.
That is awesome.
And so, yeah, I love a bargain. I like my new warm boots.
Do they feel comfortable?
Yep. No blisters. I was wearing real thick socks and there was no rubbing. It was like, it really happened for me last night.
What size shoe do you wear?
10.
What size shoe do you wear, Brent?
Also a 10. Sometimes I do a 9.5, but I have a wide foot, so I have to go 10.
Yeah. Are you guys the same height? Are you guys the same figure?
Maybe. Probably pretty close.
Yeah.
You guys are twins.
Two Canadian brothers.
Just a couple buddies.
Is it like looking in a mirror sometimes, guys?
No.
Yeah, and I move my right hand and he moves his left hand.
Yeah. That's why we can never get the beards trimmed right.
You know, like how in movies when like two long lost siblings see each other and they just know, that's like when me and Brent meet one day. We'll just be like, there he is, myself.
Like Michael Caine and Christian Bale and Batman at the cafe when they see each other. We just nod at each other. So speaking of nodding at each other and brothers and everyone eating cupcakes, why don't we talk about the month that we picked, the theme?
Yes, I was the chooser of the theme. And I chose 7 Degrees of Nathan Usher, with our first movie in the series being Christmas Cupcakes, 2018 film starring some folks. And I would like to hear about the plot of it. So I was wondering if the writer could do that for us today.
Yeah, this one should be, I should have this one. I should have this one. Okay, here's the story of Christmas Cupcakes. There's 2 sisters, and their dad owns a bakery, and their dad dies. And they inherit the bakery. And the bakery is running out of money. And so the 2 sisters decide to start working at the bakery and to try to save it. And then they realize that they aren't going to be able to pay the bills and they don't know what they're going to do. And then they find out about this competition where you can win a bunch of money if you win a baking competition. So they enter the baking competition. And while this is going on, also one of the sisters is falls in love with a young man. And he's also a baker. And then it turns out that they're all have a baking competition against the guy she was in love with. And they make it to the final round and they almost win the competition and then they lose and they're really upset. And then the producer of the TV show is like, I want to give you two sisters a TV show and pay you a bunch of money and save your bakery. And they're like, yeah. And then the one of the sisters also kisses a guy. And then that's the end of the movie.
Yay! That was the best one we've ever had.
Yeah. Streamlined.
Yeah. Guys, why don't we talk about our favorite parts?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good. All right. So, I put this movie on last night and I started it and I had a smile on my face for an hour and 28 minutes until the movie was over. It was like a warm scarf of friendship wrapped around me, like a really good blanket. And knowing that one of my best friends in the world created this, had his hand in it, his brain, and I could see little parts here and there that was like, oh, that's Nate, that's Nate, that's Nate, that's talking to Nate. That's like having a conversation with Nate. Nate wrote that line, that's Nate. And then the motherfucker shows up on my screen,
God.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And the whisk work Nate had, it concentrated in the bowl.
That was we've talked about it on the podcast. I got promoted from dishwasher to kitchen. It was all training for this moment in my life. Everything came together.
I screamed. I screamed so loud. Jules said, that was Nate. And then for the entire rest of the movie, I missed it another time. She was like, that was Nate. He was in the background. And so we had to rewind it. She was on the lookout for you the whole time.
I didn't see the background part.
Yeah, he had some background work.
Oh, some BG work.
Yeah, I know that was nobody had thought to get people to play those characters.
So who was the guy rubbing your shoulders?
Just another guy that worked on the movie with us. Because on the day of the movie, they were like, oh, wait, we got to have a bunch of cooks. You two, go throw on some kitchen shit. We're like, okay. If you say so.
What was the recording? How long did this movie take to record?
Oh, it was like 2 weeks. It was like so quick, so fast.
I figured. And let's get it straight. We're not reinventing the wheel with this movie.
No, this is sweet. It's a sweet movie.
But this is a movie that will just make you happy and put you in a good mood. And I think that mixed with the holiday and being at the bar and seeing the train, seeing the snow, made Kate a little romantic towards the whole holiday spirit.
I completely agree.
You should be proud of this, Nate. I enjoy this movie.
She started off as Scrooge at the beginning of Scrooge, and then she's finished as Scrooge at the end of the Scrooge.
This is an integral part of my jolly spirit coming forward. And this is PG. This is fun for the whole family.
There's no trouble.
No trouble at all. And very little smooching. Some smooching?
Maybe one smooch.
One smooch towards the end.
Yeah, maybe one smooch.
A lot of fun Italian accents going on.
Definitely.
Momo. Oh, Momo. Listen, I was worried because Momo started off the movie, and I was worried.
Came out hot.
Why is he talking like Mario? Why are we doing this?
Came out hot.
Well, I was like, oh no! But Momo grew on me, and I just love that bastard. Listen, the meanest person in the world was Cindy Busby's boss. The late. I had no idea what job she did. Yeah. But I was like, oh, you're so mean. Until the other baker came, the guy that was, owned the competition bakery. I have a note, and after like one of his multiple interviews, I made the note, and earmuffs, I hate this cocksucker. That's the note I have for him. I hated him so much. But I'm like, oh, God, I started getting paranoid and feeling like I started tooting my own horn. Like, did Nate like write this guy, but like after me.
Oh no!
I was like, oh no. And that's how I knew that I take myself too seriously, because I kept on looking at parts of the movie like, where, I wonder what part I am. And I was like, hopefully I'm a more Momo than the other.
I didn't think about that at all, because I don't make things about me that aren't about me.
I do. Kristian Bruun, you met Kristian Bruun, the guy that played. Yeah. Is he a nice man?
Yeah, I would say he was he's like the guy who worked the most out of basically all the actors there, and he acted like it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, like he had the most experience?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe
I thought he was the funniest to me.
Maybe he was
for sure. He got like out of anybody to just like understand, you know, like
the tone you were going for.
Exactly. He was just like, he got it immediately. For sure.
He has an insane real name, by the way. Charles Kristian Bonnycastle Bruun.
Oh my goodness, Bonnycastle.
Sounds English.
BKBB. Oh my God. No wonder maybe I won't give him his flowers. Maybe I won't.
Oh.
I thought the girls that played the sisters had nice chemistry. I thought they played off each other nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, Cindy and Erin? Yeah.
Yep.
Loved them. Fell in love with them.
They're both very cute too. And what the brunette has good teeth, I was noticing.
Erin Karpluk, yeah. Did you met Erin Karpluk? Were they nice people?
Yeah, they were. Everybody was really nice, actually. Yeah, out of the actors for sure. Everybody actually who worked on the movie was nice. There was nobody who was mean.
And these were like, most of the people that were making the movie were from Alberta.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, the actors, no, but the cast, the crew for sure.
That's cool. So how did this come to be? Can you give us a little backstory on how there's probably a lot of people listening that write as well, and you're probably the only person any of us know that has gotten anything done. I mean, it's really impressive, Nate. I don't mean to make you feel awkward, but it's very cool.
No, and it is an interesting story, especially I think for like anybody who's interested in this kind of thing. So the first version of this movie was like supposed to be low budget, like it was supposed to be like a Best in Show Christopher Guest, like basically the whole movie taking place at a baking competition, and you would be like following these sisters as the main characters, but then you would sort of meet 10 other different bakeries with different like funny, weird people.
Yeah.
And it was just comedy. There was no romance. There was no Christmas. There was no nothing like that. And so I wrote that movie, and me and my friends just tried to get funding for it, like super, like tried to get like $100,000 to make it, and just nobody would pay for it. And then we just kind of like forgot about it for a while. And then those guys who I was trying to get the movie made with got a relationship with a company that's in the UK that sells movies, Christmas movies, to like Italy and France.
Huh.
So this movie was like made just by taking that script, hiring another writer to put the romance part and the Christmas part into it, and then selling it to like non-English speaking countries before it ever got sold to any American or Canadian broadcasters.
That's fascinating. And you can tell that the parts you wrote were the funniest ones. The tone of the beginning does not match, and there are no jokes. And then the whole part that you wrote about being at the competition was the most interesting and entertaining thing about the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure anybody who's decides that they want to watch this movie will just like notice that it's like two different movies going on at the same time. It's sort of like, okay, now we're going to go watch a scene where there's like the romance stuff, like all of that romance stuff. None of that was in the movie. It was way more about the two sisters, just like being bros, basically.
Did you write the line about her daughter who once ate toast with Parmesan and ketchup?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know.
Of course.
I know right away. I was
Yeah,
like,
of
fuck,
course.
this is like talking to Nate. I called it right away when the Momo and the two sisters were making the bread to see who was going to continue making the egg bread. And I saw Erin's and I'm like, not enough eggs and that's too pale.
Yeah, you knew.
I knew right. I called it, and I was walking on cloud nine. I was so happy with myself when they said that there's not enough eggs in it. I was like, yeah,
It's good art direction. They made a shitty bread. They made it a little bit shittier.
Did you write anything about the egg bread? Was that you?
That whole thing was me, yeah. Because it was like it was even crazier. Like the curse stuff of like, oh, this recipe comes from our old village that was hit by a curse. There was like all sorts of
the recipe card
stuff.
being all fucking look like a pirate map.
Charred, I know, right?
I was like, Nate, the classic Nate. The ex-husband looked a lot like Aaron Rodgers.
He did. Yes, he did.
Got those dark circles under the eyes. You know he's no good.
Yeah, who says I need a break from my daughter?
Yeah, I know. It's wild, right? It's wild.
I was like, yeah, you fucking crazy guy.
Oh my God.
I have so many notes. She got his ass when Cindy Busby character, the blonde sister, a bit overreaction when he didn't pick up for her at the bakery. And she said, I'll tell you where I won't be, anywhere near you. I was like, oh, damn. Ooh. A woman told me that, I would just cower. And there was also a snowman decoration that they did a close-up on. I have that snowman. I put it up every year.
Aww.
I know.
It's a Canadian snowman.
It's also kind of a funny part of these TV movies because they're very formulaic, right? And they're also really controlled by the like distributors, or like they'll literally just tell you how to change the script, or they won't make the movie. They'll be like, okay, it has to have this happen and this happen and this happen and this happen. And the big thing that they're always all about is like every 10 minutes, somebody has to get in a fight.
Really?
So there's all these parts of this movie where like everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden like two people are really overreacting and getting in an argument, and it's like, oh yeah, and if you watch like all these Christmas movies, it's like, they'll always find some reason to get mad at each other. The two sisters, oh, this one didn't do that thing, and they have to have a serious talk about it now. We can get the chips on the table.
So just to ratchet up the intensity of the movie, like what would be the rationale?
I think that movie producers are worried that people have a very short attention span. Like, I don't agree with this at all, but I think that they've gotten it in their head that there's this formula of like, people get bored watching characters do interesting things. They only are interested in watching characters in conflict. And it's like, that's basically the story of my life of writing scripts is like, I'm not really that interested in the conflict part. I'm way more interested in the characters and like seeing who they are and meeting some people you've never met, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's the big takeaway I got from the movie. It was like two different movies, and I could see, and I think this is all because I know you so well and I know the way you write, and I kept on like wanting more of the character stuff because that was the funny stuff. You know what I mean? And I know it's like a formula to these movies, and that's the way they're made and stuff. But I could see the funny parts.
No, and I learned a big lesson that I learned is like you can't even like, let's say I got to just write whatever script I wanted and somebody would just pay for it. If you're making a movie this fast, you have to have people who like totally understand exactly what you're going for, because there's just no time to be like, okay, no, you actually don't quite understand this long, funny paragraph and what the joke is, and like, let's go over it and like work on it and play with it until it's like the timing's right. It's like, no, there's no fucking time for that. These people are going to say these things like 4 times. You put a camera in front of them and behind them to the side, and like, you better hope that they say the right thing in those 4 times. It's like, okay, yeah, you can't write a movie that reads funny. It doesn't shoot funny. It's unless you have the time, like Will Ferrell and Adam McKay, to be like, you just know they're sitting there with John C. Reilly being like, okay, say this. Okay, say this. Okay, now try say this. Say this.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys
That's
notice?
such a good point.
Did you guys notice that when Momo and the mother and the daughter were watching the Grand Prix on the TV, what the TV was called, the brand name?
No.
TV, Teevee.
Nice touch.
Yeah,
Whoever
I like
did
that. Yeah, I like that. Two things I struggled with. I didn't understand. Didn't understand, but the first one was funny to me. The love interest. What's his name?
Nick.
Yeah, Nick. He's the guy that wanted to date Gina. He shows up to the taping of the Grand Prix Cupcake Battle, and he gets in a station next to the sisters who have the same aprons and outfit on as him. And he goes, Gina, what are you doing here? Oh my God. What do you think, dipshit?
Put it together, bro.
that made me laugh. I'm like, he's like, so like, what, Gina? Why are you here? And I didn't understand the process of the airing of the Cupcake Battle because they would record it. Yeah. But then Momo was watching.
He was talking to the screen.
Yeah, like they were watching live. But like, how do you not know what happened? Is it live? Yeah. And I got confused.
Yeah, I think you just pretend they're shooting it live, like live sports.
Yeah, Momo was. And another thing I didn't like was a man that Momo was in the bakery, and his job is to put his hands in the dough and make all the things. There's a tense part where he's watching the Cupcake Battle, and he puts his hands against his face, and it shows he had the gnarliest thumbnail ever.
Nail?
No, it was bruised. It was blue and purple.
Listen, I hate to break it to you, Brent. There's a lot of bruised thumbs in the dough in your local bakery.
I know, and that just kind of brought it full circle to me. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe Momo. Yeah, he's putting his dirty, infected thumb into the.
Well, he lives in the bakery, which is a very interesting detail for the film.
Yeah, because that's like a remnant of the original script. Because I wrote this whole thing where Momo lives there, and then that whole thing with the health inspector happens where he's like, his room is cleaned up before the health inspector sees it. And then at the end of the movie, it's revealed that he's been staying with their mom. And the people at the PG TV movie were like, hell fucking no. Like, hell fucking no.
Well, we're moving in on the deceased.
Yeah. Hell no.
But his brother's widow.
No way, bro.
Taking care of her. Not around that. I like how the bread tied up the whole movie. I wrote bread has come full circle. Made the egg bread cupcakes. I got so mad at the head judge when he said that's not a cupcake.
Because it was not icing, it was a glaze.
Got a point. Icing's my favorite part. I'd be kind of choked too.
It looked like a donut, if we're being honest.
Yeah, he was right.
I love the wooden spoon with the numbers written on it.
Yeah, that was cute. Funny.
And I also, the way they described the first cupcake that the sisters made, the PB&J one, I wanted that cupcake so badly.
It did sound good.
Oh, it sounded delicious.
It made me really want cupcakes. I mean, I think the movie succeeds on that front for sure.
I would have liked to see more baking glory shots.
For sure. Yeah.
We didn't have time.
Yeah, I bet. That would have been, you needed more money for those fancy baking shots.
Now, was your team named Patty Cakes or the other name?
I have no idea.
That is that was going to be a quiz question.
You guys got eliminated pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, that was the only way that I would accept it. I was like, I will do this if we're the first eliminated, and they were like, okay.
I kept on hoping that you guys would present a cupcake. I wanted to see what kind of cupcake you guys.
Were you not excited to be in the film?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh man,
hate to be perceived.
I would have been trying to be in the background more.
Yeah, talking loudly, trying to steal a line. Yeah, that's what I would be doing too.
Big gestures.
Kate would have been
slip and fall.
Been like, maybe the sisters don't even make it to the finals. Maybe it's this other team.
Yeah.
Dark horse.
I just pictured Nate in the background talking loudly, trying to get a line out. Yeah, it's so funny. Trying to start a fight because they want more conflict. do we have any more notes before we go on to a quiz?
The only thing that I wanted to talk about that there wasn't a convenient moment is this hilarious part of filming this movie, which is they hired this young guy to do the art direction. Like, he was just graduated from film school, and he worked on the movie for like 3 days. And then in the middle of the third day, he just like disappeared.
Excellent.
And then everyone's like, where is this guy? And then he like called him. He's like, I took one of the production vans and I crashed it because I'm distressed because my grandpa is in the hospital or something like that.
It's called drugs.
And then we just never saw him again. So it's just like, so then one of the people who is an actor in the movie who's married to the director of the movie, she had to do like all the art direction and also produce the movie and also be acting in it. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Did the people know when you stepped in to be a baker, did they know that you were the writer?
Like the other people in the movie?
Like like the main characters.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Did they look at you and like after saying a line say, was that the way you wrote it, Nate? Is that?
Oh no. The other funny thing about this is like these are every actor on this movie is a fucking mercenary. They're like, get there, go into hair and makeup, get their hair and makeup done, get on set, fucking bang out those lines, get the fuck out of there. Like they're just trying to get it done because it's so intense too. It's like 12-hour days or for fucking weeks in a row, you know.
Damn. I think that being on a film set is not very fun. Like, I don't think I would enjoy it. It feels like I don't know. But I get it. It's kind of magical too, I'm sure. It was like fun for me because I had zero stakes involved at all. Because you had already been paid for your work? Yeah, I already got paid for the movie. Also, somebody else had like rewritten it to be a Christmas movie. So it didn't even really feel like my movie at that point. Like there's parts that are like definitely my shit, but it wasn't like, this is my baby and this is how I'm going to tell the world what I think is like, well, it's not really that. Mm. So I was just there like as a tourist, you know, but I'm sure if you're like the producer or the cinematographer who's like, if this looks like shit, I'm not going to get hired again. Like the stress is probably way higher. I mean, this is a movie. This looks like a movie. This reads like a movie. Like, for sure. Especially, listen, we didn't do this movie any favors lining it up right after one of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of all time in The Lord of the Rings. But if we compared it to other holiday Christmas TV movies, it's like, yeah, it looks like one of those for sure. For sure.
Were you ever tempted?
A little bit cheaper.
Were you ever tempted to write in a part that involves a monkey so you get to hang out with the monkey?
No, I also have a producer's brain. That's animal training. That's different stuff. We don't. Maybe we get a stuffed monkey, but that's pushing the budget, Brent.
It would have been hard for me not to write a part about the monkey.
Well, you're not getting that movie made.
And there are monkeys and animals involved in a lot of your pitches.
Like it's very monkey-centric.
There's Tiger Man, there's Jungle Gym.
If I'm writing a movie and I'm getting the blank check, I'm writing a lot of animals in there so I can hang out with some fucking cool animals. Like picture, like my next, something's up, the producer knows something's up, when I'm like, what about like a white-footed gibbon in this scene? Catherine.
Yes.
Speaking of white-footed gibbons, Catherine, do you have a quiz? Nate, if I beat you in this quiz,
seriously,
this is going to be a big parade for me.
Boys, are you ready for the Christmas Cupcake 6?
I am so ready.
I'm so ready.
Number 1. What color coat is the old lady wearing in the beginning of the movie? Is it burgundy, black, brown, or blue?
She was intense. She wanted that bread. She wanted that bread in her brown coat.
I'm going to say blue coat.
What did Brent say?
I said brown.
Okay, Nate is correct.
Yes.
Was a blue coat.
I didn't think she'd wear blue. Okay.
Speaking of the old gal, what animal is on the old lady's headscarf? Is it a turkey, a pheasant, a chicken, or sparrows? Nate.
I'll say the noble pheasant.
I'm going to go with turkey.
Nate is correct. It is the noble pheasant.
Yes.
Several of the noble pheasants.
Okay, stay the course.
2-0.
Stay the course.
I need to.
Number 3. Get it together, Brent.
I know.
Now, next to Uncle Remo or Dad, Remo's Bakery. Next to Remo's Bakery is apparently a movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And what plays at 9:30 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
40 Below and Falling, I Think I Do, Texas Road, or Baby Blues?
I'm going to say 40 Below and Falling.
I'm going to say Baby Blues.
Nate is correct.
No, the last movie
Baby
on the
Blues?
billboard, the last movie on the board was 40 Below and Falling.
That's why I was doing it in my head. I was like, I bet 9:30 is not the latest show.
No, and it was all fucking backwards. So Baby Blues was at the top, showing at 9:30 p.m. The next movie was Texas Road at 4 p.m. So it was, and then a 7 p.m. movie, and it was not even in an order.
And here's a fun thing. All those movies were the movies that my roommates made before this movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
40 Below and Falling is such a romantic title.
Now that one got renamed A Frosty Affair.
Oh, and the
I like
cover
that.
is someone on a jet ski, right?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Or not a jet ski, a snowmobile. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yep,
was gonna
that's correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Nate is winning 3-0. 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. How many pink Post-its are there? When the brunette is working on the stuff in the basement and she puts pink Post-its over everything. How many are there? Now, this is what I counted. This could be one of those Jim Henson moments where
There's all the rap moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be referring to the film after this,
Yeah.
guys.
Get back on the tapes.
10, 11, 12, or 13.
11 Post-it notes.
I'm going to say, you said 10, 11, 12, and 13?
Huh?
I'm going to say 10.
Nate is on fire. 11 Post-its.
Oh, we're all shocked the guy that wrote the movie's winning the quiz. Push me over with a feather.
Number 5. What type of oven do they use? Is it a
I know this one.
baguette, a thermidor, black diamond, or South Bend?
It's a blogette. Horse.
Thermidor, was that one of them?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Well, Nate, you should have listened to Brent because Brent is correct. It was a blogette. I don't even know.
Yeah, blodgett.
Blodgett.
Sure.
Gone forever.
So Nate has 4. Brent has 1. Going into the final question, number 6. Who reviewed Christmas Cupcakes on YouTube just this past October? Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews, Chicken Soup for the Soul TV, George 3, or John Thompson II?
Oh my God.
What was the guy with the second?
John Thompson II?
Sure, John Thompson II.
That was the last guy, right? I'm going to say C.
George 3?
Yeah.
I'm finally on the board. It was Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews.
Family and Fun
Faith,
Reviews.
Family, and Fun.
However, George 3 reviewed it earlier in the year.
Oh.
This year. There are 2 YouTube reviews reviewers of this film. I did not watch them, but I did see that.
There's 11 on IMDb, and I scoured them looking for anything mean to reply.
And
there was one person that gave it a 2 out of 10, and their review was multiple paragraphs, and I didn't read it.
I mean,
That
if you're
person
writing
just hates
multiple,
life.
if you're writing multiple paragraphs about this movie, what is going on with you, bro?
I didn't want to rattle that nest because it's
Yeah.
he's just waiting.
they have nothing to lose.
You're going down the rabbit hole on
But
that
maybe
one.
I'm also fighting with a guy about Cradle Cap, so what do
Yeah.
I have to lose?
Very true. Congratulations, Nate, on the winning of your movie you wrote.
Oh, well, thank you. It would have been humiliating if I had lost, so good for me.
Shall we give out some gold medals?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
I will if we can give out silvers as well.
I would want to do bronze if we're doing them.
There
That's
you go.
fair.
Our worst, but yes, most consistent bit. Yes. We forget like the name of the show sometimes. We forget like each other's names. We forget multiple plot details and character names, but we'll always remember that bit.
Okay, bronze medals. I'm going to give my bronze medal to Cindy Busby, who plays Gina Remo, the blonde sister. She was delightful, and she had really good range, and I think she's a great actress. So she gets
she
my
works
bronze.
a lot. She's probably done honestly, probably 50 of these holiday movies.
That's awesome.
My bronze is going to Cindy Busby. She was very enjoyable and overreacted to everything.
Yeah, let's do turkey. I'm going to give my bronze to Cindy too. Three Cindy, triple turkey.
Way to go, Ms. Busby.
You know, she had to drop a few tears. She did it.
She got really upset about the sister signing her up for the competition that they talked about multiple times.
She was really mad.
Yeah, she was.
On Saturday, December 14th of this year, Cindy Busby is going to be at the New Jersey Expo Center in Edison, New Jersey for Christmas Con. So if anybody is near there, December 14th and 15th, Cindy Busby will be there to sign autographs and to take photos.
So that's pretty nice for you guys.
Yeah, and if anybody is in Edison, New Jersey, and they're actually going to this, can you guys say that North American Friends Movie Club enjoyed the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please say that to Cindy Busby at the convention, the Christmas convention in where?
Edison, New Jersey.
Edison, New Jersey, of course. Yeah, of course.
All right, silver medal.
Silver medal time.
I'm giving mine. Oh, hold on. I'm giving mine to Kristian Braun. One of the funniest part of this movie was how mean he is. But he had such flair, and I really enjoyed his performance. So he gets my silver.
Yeah, he did really funny stuff. He kept holding the trophy in front of Nick Corey. His name's Corey in real life. Corey's face, and I just thought that was really funny. That's not in the script. He just started doing that. That was really fucking funny.
He's not getting my silver because I hated his character. My silver is going to Erin Karpluk, who plays Kim Remo, the brunette. If you know me, I was always the brunette guy.
Mm-hmm. Classic Brent.
Yeah, she kept the whole thing together with the family and had to, do all the grunt work while Cindy was the hero with the pastry work. And she was charming and delightful and works a lot. Erin Karpluk.
I'm giving my silver to one of the judges, the guy with the fake English accent, and his name's Jeff Halaby. I just thought he was really fucking funny, and he did this one thing that every single time I've watched this movie, which is only 3 times, but it makes me laugh every time, where he finishes one of his reviews where he goes, your father would be proud. And every single time he says that, I just start fucking laughing. So just for that,
I like when
your
he just
father would be proud.
touched the cupcake with the tip of his fork and tasted it. I like it.
I know there was barely anything on it.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
He whiffed it. Also wafted the cupcake.
He
Wafted it.
and twirled his mustache with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like
He
it.
really reminds me of the guy from what's the HBO show Ted Lasso. He reminds me of
Oh yeah, the Brett guy.
yeah. Yep. Anyway.
Gold medal time.
Oh, gold medal goes to the star of the movie who stole every scene he was in, Nate Usher, of course.
Oh my God.
Oh, I never even thought of that to do that. Oh, Kate, you bastard.
Gets top spot in friendship
Oh.
rankings. The sliding
Obviously.
scale just slid.
So serious, brooding, dark eyes, great hair, and his presence illuminated every scene he was in.
And the whisk work. And honestly, I don't know if it's because we know, it's obviously because I know you, but you stole the scene when they showed you getting pumped up to bake.
He was rubbing your shoulders. I believed that you were a master chef.
Yeah, I kept on waiting for the twist in the movie for you guys to take it all. But no, first eliminated. Oh, Kate, you dastardly bastard. Well, Nate, I'm sorry, but you're not getting my gold medal. My gold medal is going to, of course, Momo, Fulvio, Cecere? I don't know how to say it. But my goodness, he came out of the gate with the most stereotypical Italian look at me, it's a Mario accent. And I was like, this guy's going to be, but he grew on me quickly. And the messing up of the common sayings, classic. Love it. Hand, what was a bird in the hand? We're two in the bush or something like that.
Yeah, one bread in hand.
Yeah, just and the fact that it was on the board in the background, that was excellent.
That was going to be one of the questions on the quiz, but I thought it would be too easy. So I thought everybody would read it.
I had it dominated from all angles.
Yeah,
You
it didn't
did.
matter. You could have, yeah. Join us next week when the quiz is the subject of the back of my hand.
It's Brent's wedding movie.
Yeah. So gold medal for Fulvio.
I'm giving my gold medal to a lady named Diana Marie Stolz, who plays the bread lady, because literally everybody on the movie loved her. She was the nicest, sweetest lady. She sounds 1,000,000 times % Canadian, so it's even more impressive that she's doing her silly little accent. And she just stole the show. After I worked on this, I was like, I want to write a movie just for her. I never did though, so guess not that good.
Yeah.
She's been in several Christmas movies.
Well, I think this was like one of the first things she had worked on. Like she started acting really super late in life and doing like stage plays and stuff.
She
and
did
that's where they found
great.
her. Yeah, she was awesome. We loved her.
That's awesome. Well, shall we give it a rating now?
Yeah, let's give it a rating.
Taking over.
The script for this movie, written by one of your best friends that you guys know in the whole world. What do you guys give the script for the movie of? Originally titled the Cupcake Grand Prix.
Oh, see, that's a better.
It's a way better name, right?
I'm going to give it a 9 because they should have just let you write the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it a 8 because I couldn't give it a 10 because these are all movies that have a formula. And I got mad because I wanted more of the Parmesan ketchup kind of humor, jokes, and stuff like that. It was like seeing my best friend, but he's in an aquarium. I can see him, but I can't quite touch him. I just wanted more.
Yeah.
And
or like when Han Solo was frozen in carbonite.
Don't know that reference. I wanted more of my Nady boy, and so I have to give it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I will give this movie a 6.5. 6.5.
Oh no!
Jogging on your own.
There's a part of this movie where a lady comes from the bank and says you have to pay us $100,000 by Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Fair.
And then she was being really nice about it, and then they said, and then she said, "Oh, but that's the 24th," and she's like, "Do we have a problem?"
Still.
That and Gina, what are you doing here? Okay, all right. Next category.
The art direction for this movie. And keep in mind, the guy who was supposed to do the art direction crashed the van 3 days into the movie.
I think there could have been more Christmas. I feel like I think there could have been more Christmas. I'm gonna give it a 8.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't have a Christmas movie with so lack of Christmas stuff. The only really Christmas thing I saw was a decoration that's in my burn right now. I own that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to give it a 7, but the fact that the guy crashed the van 3 days into the shoot that's a 7.5 for me.
That's a 7.5. Yeah. I think the one part of this movie that looked awesome and was the funnest to do was the baking competition stuff where they had the like swinging cameras and the cool lights and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's great. So yeah, I'll give it a 7. The music for this movie, talk about whimsical.
The music was the worst. I'm giving it a 6.
Mm-hmm. They started out with the Christmas song, but it was jazzy. I don't like jazzy Christmas music. I needed some more old timey Christmas songs instead of just the I needed like Winter Wonderland and Silent. I needed that stuff when I'm watching a Christmas movie. I give it a 7.
There is one part where they're baking and they play like the most stereotypical Italian song, like the song you would think of if you were trying to think of the most stereotypical Italian song, and that was pretty funny. So 7, yeah, sure.
Momo was tapping his foot during that one.
That's funny.
This is a made-for-TV Christmas movie that was designed to be sold to people who don't speak English.
I think
what do you guys think of it like that?
It gets a 10. This gets a 10.
If it's supposed to be a made-for-TV movie that's for people that don't speak English, it's a 10. It's the formula to a T. It made me happy. I loved it. I would recommend everybody watch it. It has almost 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
923,000.
Sure. You know what? I'll give it a 10. We did our best.
Yes.
Well, and you know what? This is going to do really well here because this is the most connected to Nate Usher movie there is. It's the only one that I wrote that's currently released.
Yeah. So how many degrees away from Nate is it? 0. So it is Nate, and so it gets a 10.
Yeah, it automatically gets a 10. You can't get any more closer to Nate than this one.
Yeah, I wrote it. It's a 10.
Stumbled out the gate, but finished strong.
I can't wait until this movie beats Silence of the Lambs or some shit.
It'll do better than Hitman, I bet.
You know what? It'll beat Bean.
This was more enjoyable to watch than the Bean movie.
Oh my God. I'll never watch Bean again, but I'd watch this several times.
And your daughter liked it.
Oh, I haven't even talked about that. Yes, Juliet loved it. It kept her full attention the entire time.
Hey.
And that says something.
Hey.
Yeah. She loved it.
41.9. Okay.
Ooh. Hey. It did better by 4/10 than The Cabin in the Woods.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
It did better than Speed. It did better than Zoolander. And Palm Springs.
I agree with the Palm Springs one. I didn't enjoy Palm Springs.
Was great.
No, I didn't enjoy Palm Springs.
Land of the Lost better than Land of the Lost?
No, okay, I take that to heart.
Yeah. Oh, things are getting real all of a sudden.
That's one of my favorites.
So, who's going to pick next week's?
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay. Here is my path. Here's my chain. Erin Karpluk. She was in a movie in 2013, starring multiple people. Assault on Wall Street is the name of the movie. Eric Roberts was in there and all that, but the path goes from Erin. She co-starred in that movie with John Hurd. John Hurd is the dad in Home Alone. We did Home Alone last year. Now we have to continue the trilogy with Home Alone 2.
Oh, nice connection.
Yeah.
And holiday movie.
And holiday, see? The holiday movie
And
thing.
only in 2, was that 2 or 3? That was 3, right? You went from Erin to John Hurd. Oh,
Yes.
so 2.
That's it, too.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. It's only
Um,
2 steps removed from the masterpiece Home Alone. Wow.
I mean,
I looked at this thing like Zapruder film. I can't say it's Zapruder film. I
That's
tried to
it?
connect. I wanted to make the connection between Nate and the original 1964 Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it was impossible.
You needed more time in the lab.
I did. I was trying. I was looking up relatives of Burl Ives. I was all over the map. But yeah, so we're gonna go. We did Home Alone 1. We're gonna do Home Alone 2.
Lost in New York,
Yeah.
starring
And
Donald Trump.
That Donald
Mhm.
Trump, yeah, and we're
Mhm.
gonna compare it to the Home Alone 1 that we watched last year. So Nate, that's how you are separated from Home Alone 2.
I'm ready for this. I like this movie a lot when I was younger. I think I even liked it more than Home Alone 1 when I was younger.
Save
This
it
came
for
out in
the show.
1992.
We're gonna see some hijinks.
Chris
Oh,
Columbus.
we're gonna see Joe Pesci going.
It was written and produced by John Hughes.
See, Nate, you're
Right up there.
You're right up there, but
I work in the same industry
Yep.
as John Hughes.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're not related to Burl Ives.
Sorry.
Well,
We'll see. I'll get my family archives out and see if I can make the connection with it because I have a whole week.
this is like where me and Scott text our parents over ridiculous things. You have to text yours and ask, are we related to Burl Ives?
Burl Ives? Question mark.
Uncle Ives?
Okay, cool. Home Alone 2 next week. That means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Catherine.
My family's in Florida and I'm in New York.
He's got New York at his feet.
Reservation for McAllister?
His dad's credit card.
How convenient.
His own car.
Know any good toy stores?
But what is he gonna do
Hiya, pal.
for excitement? Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Did you guys give up?
Rated PG. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
He's putting his thumb in something else besides
Oh,
dough.
no. I don't like that.
I know. I shouldn't
Okay.
sully Momo with that. I'm
not
sorry. I
nice.
apologize.